Hey, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday. It is Friday. I think, what is it, May 8th. And finally, after wonderful, 7-8 days of catching up on the redeems from the 140,000 point redeemers, listen to the channel long enough, you get about an hour we do. Well, it ends up being longer than that because we have fun, a couple of hours of music from you. And you get to, you put your playlist together. So I did 5 of them in a row. And it was a wonderful experience to meet some great people. But now I'm doing some street cleaning, if you would, from some debris left behind on the dono form here. Unfortunately, I have 5 donos that we are going to redeem from April, mid of April. Please do not submit any new donos. They will not get done today. However, after these 5, we're going to go into some Wheel of Cheese. So I know you guys are down for Wheel of Cheese. Outside of that, it's good to be back in this capacity because it's exciting for me to listen to new music. And I will say one thing. I started recording a song. Yeah, I'm going to do a song. And guess what, guys? The song only has 4 chords in it. I focus on simplicity. Just guitar, a couple of overdubs, and my voice. It's a song. I'm going to actually sing. Yeah, I did this because I felt like it was time. I've been threatening to do this for months on end. So I'm excited about that. I don't know how long it'll take me to finish it. But it's very, how do I say this? I'm not going to say what it sounds like. I'm just going to go ta-da one day in the next week or so, and that's what we do. Anyhow, that's my personal announcement. But for everybody else, I want to welcome the Kados back here, my usual suspects here, to join us on a Happy Aloha Friday. And it's really good to be back with the gang. And we're going to start off with some music here. So once again, I do have my mods in the house. I have Turnip keeping an eye on me. I think 1AM has given up on me. He doesn't. And Snake no longer drop by anymore. And, it's just what it is. And I'm saying that to see if I can't, hit the grass and the snake comes out or something. So I think it's great, though. I love the fact that Snake is doing streams once in a while. He gets on his motorcycle and he gives us a town or a country vibe. I love that. I wish I could do that here. I just don't have that kind of, there's not a lot of internet around here. Plus, you guys get enough of me here. You don't need any more of my funny life. Let me get my headsets. My headsets? Let me get my headsets. Okay. And why do you say we get going? So here we go. Our very first in our dono recovery, if you would. 5 more here I have. We're going to start with Splooey. Splooey, I know you may not be here, but here we go with your redeem, which is going to be... Let's see, what's this here? Hey, I do like these a lot. This is very new to me, at least listening to them. Another Drumcore performance by Drumcore Carolina Crown 2015, bringing you the show Inferno, beloved controversial show. Led all summer season only to fall to 2nd place at the final show, a.k.a. God's Hornline, throughout the 2010s. So I've noticed that this is quite the thing here, are these Drumcore performances. Whole world in of itself of extraordinarily fit and professional sounding musicians. I think that would be the best way to put it. So let's do this. This is Thank You Scientist. Oh, wait a second. What? I'm high here. Something's going on here. Oh, I know what he did. My bad. Let me do this. There was a little change in his donation. That's what happened. Okay, stand by. All right. So let's check out that Drumcore Carolina Crown performance that he wants us to. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, I don't know why my head's going this way, but there's 2 conductors there. Oh, the conductors just stepped off. He's going to join in. Ooh. of the amazing things. I've already watched a couple of these Drumcore performances. There's nothing more amazing to me than to just, especially since I'm so sensitive because of my own lungs and my breathing and my coughing. The wind instruments and running around like they do, the stamina is absolutely, I can't even imagine what it takes. Of course, to be young is to be young, so you can pull it off. And you're not in a drum corps, obviously, unless you already know you need to have a certain kind of stamina and be able to pull it off. I can imagine what the tryouts must look like. And, you know, if you get cut or whatever that might be, it's got to be heartbreaking. Musicianship, as I've said before, it doesn't get any better than what I've heard the last few times I've listened to drum corps. These are just such god tier musicians as far as, you know, owning their skill set, you know, at this level. What I don't know is what do a lot of these wonderful musicians do after this in their life, you know, because there isn't like the profession of drum corps, I don't think. Maybe you guys can enlighten me. That happens after an experience like this. Speaking of the word experience, no matter what these musicians, individuals, everybody involved in it, the choreographers, the people who are, but the people who make the uniforms, the whole thing. This has got to be just such a brilliant, you know, moment in their life's journey, in being able to recall, you know, what they did during their life and everything like that. I like the gliding in between, like Verdi and Beethoven, and who else we got there? We got, I think Remo was in there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but just an amazing performance. Now, as far as the controversy, obviously I don't know anything about it because, you know, Splooey just kind of wings it in here for me to check out. But these drum corps musicians' performances, like I said, I wish I had the name of the orchestrator or the composer that rewrote this into this, because you have to completely look at this different when you have, you know, X amount of instruments to work with and then make it work, you know, especially when you're, you know, redoing somebody else's composition and stuff. So whoever you are, composer, orchestrator, bruh, that was badass. Pretty sick, man. Thank you so much for Splooey. Thank you so much for letting us go through a very powerful rinse on the 2015 Carolina Crowns Finals. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's go. Next up is coming from, guys. This is coming in from Tonto Corazon. Almost can guarantee we're going to have a live performance here because that's what he loves to do to us. And it is. Aloha, ike lo que, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. This is another salsa legend, Rubén Blades. Pronounced Blades. Just in case he thought I was going to get it wrong. Que lo parió, mano, por favor. Yo hablo en español. Más o menos. Ok. Yo tengo mal acento, pero tú sabes. Performing a salsa song we've listened to before with more jazz twists. I've always loved the song that changes, that's able to change up genres mid-song. All right, here we go, guys. Rubén Blades. The name of the song is El Cantante, the singer. You guys ready? Let's go. All right. Smoky sexy right here. Hey.
Yo soy el cantante que hoy han venido a escuchar lo mejor del repertorio. A ustedes voy a brindar. De risas y penas,
So sultry.
de momentos malos y de cosas buenas. Vinieron a divertirse y pasaron por la puerta. No hay tiempo para tristeza. Vamos cantante comienza. Dale. Me para siempre en la calle.
What a great gear shift.
Mucha gente que comenta. Oye, Héctor, tú estás hecho siempre con hembra y en fiesta. Y nadie pregunta si sufro, si lloro, si tengo una pena que duele muy hondo. Yo soy el
Beautiful
cantante,
melody too, yeah?
porque lo mío es cantar y el público paga para poderme escuchar.
You're right, this is so Cab Calloway.
Yo
Little Minnie the Moocher.
soy el cantante muy popular donde quiera, pero cuando el show se acaba,
I love the intervals in the melody. It's so
soy
tasteful.
un humano cualquiera y sigo mi vida con risas y penas, con momentos malos y con cosas buenas. Yo soy el cantante.
I love the lazy muted trumpet back there.
Cantar, y a los que me siguen, mi canción voy a brindar. Oh!
Congo was kind of giving it away where it was going to come to.
¡Coro!
Cowbell boy, he's got the job right there. If you know, you know. There he is. Let's go. That piano.
Fue la voz de Puerto Rico y cantó en los Nueva York.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Se nos fue muy jovencito, pero quedan sus canciones.
Los hermanos Azul, the Blues Brothers. Good play. Love that.
Héctor seguirá presente si no le damos olvido.
Ooh, switch over into that swing. Yay. How you doing? How you doing? Try the deals here. How you doing? He's back there shaking all the hands. Everybody, that's great. These are seasoned musicians. I love bone leads, man. Bone leads are like the joy of legato, you know what I mean?
Hoy te dedico,
Mis mejores pregones.
mientras que lo recordemos, a Héctor su trabajo sigue
the piano on
vivo,
this.
Hoy te dedico
Or what the piano brings to salsa is just so powerful.
escuchando sus canciones y también cada vez que hoy lo aplaudimos.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Juana Peña y Cheche Cole jamás pasarán de moda.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Canciones que usted escuchará siempre. Un repertorio que no pasa de moda.
God, I love those trombone solos, man. These are like drunken solos. I always,
A
that's what I call
Torlavo
them,
le
drunken solos.
enviamos todos el
They have that
amor
fluid.
de Nueva York. Caballeros serán sus mejores pregones. Ojo.
Mejores pregones.
Ay, Torlavo de nuestros corazones.
Mejores pregones.
Hablando de cosas buenas y de cosas malas.
Mejores pregones.
Hablando que sienten los corazones. Para Héctor Lavoe irán las canciones de hoy.
Even though we know Mr. Cowbell's holding it down, it's the other percussionist with the timbales that's holding a little bit more of that aggressive cowbell pattern. A little bit of a neck jerk there. Somebody just downshifted. Of course, don't. Son of bitch. I said some great stuff and my mic was off. God dang it. So what I was saying is, anyhow, the genre flipping was phenomenal in there. These are very seasoned musicians. You could just tell by the flavor in their performance, and the soul, and the history, and the wisdom of knowledge. You know, which is different, you know, than, you know, if you know, right? Especially when you're talking about traditional Latin styles of music. It comes from such a deep rooted places, and authentic as well. I love, like I said, the switching back and forth. What I had said earlier, which I was muted, is I love trombone solos, and I call them the drunken solo because it has that kind of wavering, kind of sexy, kind of whoa, kind of in out of it. If Snoop Dogg was an instrument, he'd be a trombone. I don't know how I kind of, excuse me, put that together, but then that's just how I felt about it. So, a beautiful performance. Thank you, Toto Corazon. I really appreciate it. I think we all did here. So anyhow, let's continue on here. Let's move on with the driver wants us to check out. Remember, these are just dono makeups. Please, no new donos. After the next 3 of these dono makeups, we're going to go into some cheesy. So hang in for your cheese. Good news. The weather here in New Jersey finally warming up. Well, that was probably in April, like a month ago when he put this in. Bad news. We went from the 50s to the 80s in the span of a couple days. Yeah, that was a few weeks ago. Let me see here. So perfect weather and listening to a song. One of my favorite artists, Poolside, teamed up with Canadian alt rock band, I'm going to say Arkells, to create this refreshing breeze of a track. With its airy reverb on the vocals and pizzicato strings. I'm sorry, I'm a mess. You got hiccups, I'm burping. That released just a few weeks ago. So here we go. So the driver wants us to listen to a band, kind of a combo, Arkells and Poolside. The name of the song is What Is On Your Mind. Let's go. Hey, Visibility, how are you?
What's on your mind with your head on the pillow?
That old Euro analog sound there, yeah?
Now wait, I know you waited for me. The secrets you'd keep, hoping I might get better. Late, it's getting too late. You look at the phone in a darker December. In the night when you hide, when it gets too heavy, and the time of goodbye that was never ready. Speeding up and now my mind is racing. When I go, I don't expect you waiting.
God, this has got such 80s new wave vibes, kind of infusion.
Tell me, what does the heart know? Sun going down and I'm in San Francisco. What's on your mind with your head on the pillow?
Especially with the sound of the kick and the snare, very drum machine.
You wanted some space. I asked where you were and you said you're undressing. Hard. It's all getting hard.
And that bass too is telltale. Just set it and glide. And I do like the pizzicatos, but it's an over rinse on the reverb. I love that.
What's on your mind with your head on the pillow? Bottle of wine, tell me, what does the heart know? Sun going down and I'm in San Francisco. What's on your mind with your head on the pillow?
I love that they have this little acoustic guitar just hanging out in the corner. Oh my God. How Euro synth is this from the 80s? I'm waiting for Kaja Gulu to jump out.
What's on your mind with your head on the pillow? Bottle of wine, tell me, what does the heart know? Sun going down and I'm in San Francisco. What's on your mind with your head on the pillow? What's on your mind with your head on the pillow? Bottle of wine, tell me, what does the heart know? Sun going down and
Also, what's really important with this is the strumming guitar. Very 80s, just with contemporary arranging or engineering. What a great track. Had a lot of elements in it, had a lot of that 80s vibe going on through there. I think predominantly the whole thing had kind of a nice 80s vibe and a contemporary kind of production. The pizzicato, I think a few people chimed in on that. I love the pits. They really rinsed the hell out of that with the reverb. Once again, an engineering technique and giving us a better experience. As a matter of fact, the new track that I'm writing doesn't have a lot of instrumentation, but I'm actually leaning on some really unique engineering that I've learned on my journey of the last 5 years here. But that was a really fun, lighthearted, upbeat track. And and then when the background vocals came in, It had a unique contemporary softness to it. That once again, if I'm just going to wrap this up into a pretty little, package with a bow, I just loved it. Had that 80s vibe, soft contemporary, Rick Aston with little touches of, Flock of Seagulls, Kaja Gugu kind of, vibe with the sounds, some of those Euro synth sounds, the analog days. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Okay. What did I say? Rick Astley. What did I say? Please, I don't know what I say half the time. All right. Next one, Aston. Oh, sorry. Astley. Thank you. Next on up is Frozen Coca-Cola. Likes to come in here and drop wonderful tracks on us. Once again, everybody who's I'm making up all this from, I'm so sorry. I know you put these in April, but I went right into getting those redeems going. Now we're cashing in. I know you guys aren't here for this, but it'll be popped up on the YouTube channel or Odyssey at some point. And for those of you who are lurking, no more new donuts today. I know I saw somebody ask about that. Thank you for coming in and thank you for wanting to get your name on there. But you can still put your name on the form because after this, I'm going to spin the wheel of cheese. So you never know. You might be able to hear your track. All right. Can you hear that? That's somebody's bottom end in their truck just rolled by. It rattles the shit. Well, one thing's for sure. It does kill all the termites. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Next up from Frozen Coca-Cola wants us to listen to a song called Good News by the band Mac Miller. Or is that an artist? I don't know. You tell me. Here we go.
I want it like that.
Like double time? So like 140, 70 what?
So 148. 148. Come on, guys. Let's show you how we do this.
Show us, please. I'm very interested. Well, you said you like pizzicato. We got another kind of analog version of pizzicato going on here.
I spent the whole day in my head. Do a little spring cleaning. I'm always too busy dreaming.
Oh man, I love this guy's voice.
Maybe I should wake up instead. A lot of things I regret, but I just say I forget. Or can it just be easy? Why does everybody need me to stay? Oh, I hate the feeling when you're high, but you're underneath the ceiling. Got the cards in my hand, I hate dealing. Yeah. Get everything I need in them.
I love the use of the mallets.
It ain't stealing. Can I get a break?
Sounds.
I wish that I could just get out my goddamn way.
Almost like a
What does
lo-fi
it say?
marimba.
There ain't a better time than today. Well, maybe I'll lay down for a little.
This has kind of a Jack Johnson vibe.
Instead of always trying to figure everything out. And all I do is say sorry.
That vocal engineering makes it so intimate.
Half the time I don't even know what I'm saying it about. Good news, good news, good news. That's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like it when I'm down. But when I'm flying, no, it
I love the tight little drum as well, but there's a little percussive thing happening in the back at the bottom I'm trying to put my head into.
When it ain't that bad, it could always be worse. I'm running out of gas, hardly anything left. Hope I make it home from work. So tired of being so tired. Well, I gotta build something beautiful just to go set it on fire.
I love how the video is all retro themed.
Sometimes the truth don't sound like the truth. Maybe cause it ain't. I just love the way it sound when I say it. Yeah, it's what I do. If you know me, it ain't anything new. Wake up to the moon. Haven't seen the sun in a while, but I heard that the sky's still blue. Yeah, I heard they don't talk about me too much no more.
Oh, that bass. Great tone on the bass too, by the way.
Good news, good news, good news, that's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like it when I'm down. But when I'm flying, no, it make them so uncomfortable, so different. What's the difference? There's a whole lot more for me waiting on the other side. I'm always wondering if it feel like summer. I know maybe I'm too late. I could make it there some other time. I'll finally discover that there's a whole lot more for me waiting.
I'm so into this guy's performance, man.
Waiting. I know maybe I'm too late. I could make it there some other time.
There's a little pulsating synthy thing happening that I really dig too. It gives us a little ambient and ethereal vibe to it. A little floatiness. Oh, that bass. Do-do-do-do-do.
Will it ain't that bad? At least don't gotta be no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. No more, no more, no more, no more.
Oh my God, old school Mini Moog. And a Roland JP8, is that? And the 73 keyboard. Oh, he represented perfectly in the retro. Up and just brought it into the future here with that Mercedes, I'm just saying. Great production, my gosh. What a great hybrid production on this, man. The happy little, pizzicato thing going on there. Is that it? Looks like it's got a little more going on here, but anyhow, I've never, forgive me, might as well watch the rest of it. Who knows?
1, 2, 3, let's get it.
Always behind the scenes are also really fun too. Wow, look at that studio, lock and loaded. Anybody guess that console? Guess that console.
You're not fucking with me.
It's always good to see a little bit of behind the scenes. I don't know much about who the artist is, but if this is my first introduction to him, if this is what his main genre is, man, that guy is a monster in the way he performed this particular track and how he did it. I think I saw that somebody mentioned that he also raps. Yeah, that is an older Neve. Good call, Lucy. So apparently he's also a rapper. Once again, I don't know, but this particular track, whoever composed and wrote did an excellent job. Whoever produced crossed up a lot of very unique tones in there to kind of meld, kind of bring together cross-genre vibes. To me, the standout is his performance in the intimacy, the mic technique, the tone of his voice, what he was saying. Sounded very trippy, but it definitely, because of the fact that I'm very familiar with Jack Johnson, so I don't have a lot to bounce off of, it definitely was super adjacent Jack Johnson in the style. Not like biting, but in the style of, I just don't know, we know Jack Johnson's very laid back and beachy and kind of chill with his stuff, kind of, Curious George. So I don't know much about this artist's genre or his journey, but this was a great track, man. I fully dug every bit of it. I said enough during it, for you guys to catch some of my thoughts on it, but I thought it was badass. Yes, sir. Okay, next up, this is the last one of the donos that I'm making up, and then we're going right into cheese, guys. So everybody hang in there. Okay. I'm sorry, my snorting and I got runny nose. I'm just horrible right now. So the last track is coming to us from Great Sage Sun. How are you, brother? What's going on? I think it's been a whopping 5 years since you've last listened to Epica. That's who we're going to listen to now. So it's time to fix that here and now and enjoy. So here we go from one of our legacy cados here on the Abbacado Twitch stream. Yes, we are going to be listening to the band Epica, and the name of the song is Unleashed. It's been a while since I've heard some Epica, so this ought to be a very Epica journey. Oh my God, shut up, Jeebs. Ooh, live. Love this. Let's go. You can already feel the 6/8 vibes on this. God, her voice, the tone. Beautiful. Ooh, that little creak in her voice there. Powerful pre-call to action, pre-battle. Wow, this is wonderful. This sounds great. Epic, cinematic. The arpeggiation keeping the anxiety of it, the movement forward. I got chicken skin. Huge. God, I love that horn arrangement back there. Boys, that sounds good. That's raw emotion. God, whoever did the engineering and the mixing on this one too, brah. Battle war chant. Dark, pulsing. it. That's great. Boy, you can still hear the rip and the guts of the horn section back in here. What a great mix. Jesus. You know, that bottom end, some of that bottom end seems like it could be helped out by a keyboard a little bit. I don't see a keyboard player there. It should be. There's no two ways about it, guys. No two ways about it. I know there's great... let me get to a really nice little stop of her singing here. There we go. Whoops. Hello. There we go. There's no two ways about it. The bands of this style of composition, epic cinema, metal, the Nightwish, genre, and all the bands in there, they're all just tremendously talented musicians. But full stop, this was probably the best sounding performance and blend I've ever heard. We were just kind of bouncing back and forth about the engineering. Maybe there was, a separate engineer for... getting the sound into the system. That was a classical mix, and then there's the metal mix and everything. But still yet, once you get those, up on the console and stuff, the beast has yet to be tamed. And whoever did the engineering on this, even though this is a music review, whoever did the engineering on this and the mixing, that to me was like such great production movements in there. Her opening up just with the orchestra was beautiful, flawless, very human. It's one of those things where I go, okay, whenever we have an orchestra with a band, sometimes there's slight millisecond lags in certain things, and that's just being techie. Anybody who's techie knows what I'm talking about. So without the band, what an incredible opening for a track. Once the band came in, what was really cool is when the band came in complete, they were still just slightly behind the orchestra in levels. I mean, it was apparent they were in it, just slightly. But then at about 3/4 in, they get that little nudge where the band is really a lot more out front, with the aggressive nature of, the composition and everything. And then, of course, finishing up as we see it. The other thing that's absolutely huge is the fact that it's just wonderful to see fans responding the way they do. That one girl that's crying and stuff. That's emotional cinematic work there. Whoever did the orchestrating, the conducting on that as well, big tip of the hat to that individual. That too is a beast. I'd like to be a fly on the wall when a band like Epica, Jesus, I'm sorry, yes, Epica, or any of those bands like Nightwish, Epica, et cetera, when they sit down and they do this, what a tremendous amount of work, tremendous amount of dedication and passion for creating music. So apparently this was done about 9 months ago. So this was without a doubt the best sounding, powerful track. Great musicianship. I don't have to go there. That's already a given. Her voice was just smoking. The musicians were just crushing. But to be on that stage, let alone to be in that stadium, had to have been just such an insanely epic moment. All right, guys, let's do a few wheel of cheese. What do you say about that? It has been a long time since I've had the cheese in its graded position here. So I am going to, oh, wait. Hang on for a second. I had six. I'm sorry. Oh, Jakin. God dang it. I had 6. I'm making it 6. Because it is Jaken's birthday. Isn't it? Is it? Is it not? Isn't it? Am I right? Was I wrong? Did you not say it was 38, Jaken? Am I right? Am I wrong? Do I remember correctly? Help me out with that. No, I didn't think so. Then whose birthday? Who just turned 38? I'm sorry. I'm having such a brain fart. Who just turned 38? We were leaning in on it. I was just leaning in on it a while ago. God dang it. My brain. Who was it? Well, it's Petrochorus's birthday tomorrow. But hang on for a second. I'm going to... Oh, 38 months of subscription. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. All right, we got one coming from Otto. This is the last one here. Jaken, you nutcase. Happy 38 to you, hanging out with us, and always hanging out here as well. It's always good to see you. Guys, Jaken is bringing into the house, then we've got cheese. Jaken is bringing into the house, without a doubt, one of my top 3 most favorite artists I've ever listened to, just by sheer musicianship and vocal power. If Makuzia is in the house, he'll be excited too. We've got some Ado coming here, guys. So this is a track apparently just came out a couple months ago. The name of the song is Magic. Let's go. Are you sure? I think it was. Oh, the bass, jeez. Oh, this is a badass section here. So dumb. I call this Crush House. What a great lead sound. Bass swap outs. Oh, that was great. The obligatory key change. Was this like for some kind of a theme of a show or something? It kind of runs Charlie's Angels kind of vibe right there. Those of you who are old enough to know, you know what I'm talking about. That artwork there. I have, Jake, and first of all, I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was all about, but I wanted, I saw it. We're there. We did. We conquered. This is one of the best artists in the world, full stop. But I do want to say one thing. I have been glowing about her skill set, justifiably so, since I've first heard anything from Ado. But I think the equally yoked, matched kind of energy are the songwriters. I mean, the musicians, the production, the arranging, of the songs that are going in there. She can only be as powerful as she is as an individual, which is already like, she could sing against some spoons. If you're playing spoons, she could sing against percussive spoons, and it would still be phenomenal as highlighting her as a vocalist. But I got to tell you, everything she has ever presented on the internet has come with the most magical production and, musicianship and creative, just at the very forefront of creative engineering and everything. So yes, was this a great song, Jake? This was an epic track. It's always a pleasure to listen to her, but this time around I kind of dove a little deeper. And this was not one of her more complex composed tracks. You know what I mean? We've heard a lot that are a lot more complex and swapping genres and stuff all through and through. But I just want to make sure that I give the due Abbacado kudos. Abbacado kudo. Oh my God. I might have to call up Cookie Joe and have a new shirt. The Abbacado kudos. If that's what we should do. Anyhow. All right, Jake, I just read what happened here. But hey, we did it. So, hey, now we officially go to cheese. So let's go to do some cheesy. And let's see what we got here. It's been a minute since I've cheesed up here, so I've got to just make sure I remember how to do all this. Okay, I'm going to refresh the list. For Kado Kudos. Kado Kudos. See, so I got my shirt Shakadoobies. The next one should be Kado Kudos. Maybe. Who knows? A wheel of cheese. That would be kind of fun, yeah. If I did a wheel of cheese and put some odd things on there, like maybe how about that? Our usual wheel of cheese with the colors, but then we do all of my bingo mess ups, the hashtag bingo mess ups. I think that'd be hilarious. All right, guys. Our first wheel of cheese, since we're back in what we consider our normal session now. This is definitely not the list here. This is from whenever I did it last. So here we go. All right, guys, here's our latest wheel of cheese. Let's go. All right. And it's going to be Lee. Let's see what Lee wants us to check out. Lee would like us to check out. Let's see here. Remember the rules. Nothing more than 7 minutes. Always the rules. If you're new here, you're putting in a song on the forum for the Wheel of Cheese. I only do YouTube submissions and nothing longer than 7 minutes, but any genre you want. Welcome back to the Normal Streams. Jeebs, enjoy one of my favorite songs from Philadelphia post-punk band Franklin, who broke up in 2000. This song is from their final album, 1990, self-titled Franklin. All right, so Lee is bringing us the band Franklin, and the name of the track is Bad Children with Wings. Let's go. Wow, I like this. Cause there is no use. It looks like the devil is busy. Will we ever see little touch of the Police in this.
This is the end against of the common crowd. 'Cause there's a hole in the sky. Where do they come from?
Boy, I really love where that bass is living in the mix. A little bit of Beatles here.
Where do they come from? And why are they This is everyday people. This is man and wife. This
This is great.
doomsday dawning. This is the prime of your life.
I'm sorry, it's just pulling big Police for me, especially when I did that other song, Voices in My Head, on my other channel a couple days ago.
The end of my world. On your shoulders.
But that's some hell of shoulders to stand on.
Cover your ears and don't touch the radio.
What a great track.
Cover your eyes, lock your doors, never trust anyone. I stopped giving, now I'm living.
Good call, Lisa.
Where do they come from? Why are they
You know, the distorted guitar work, I love that they're not forcing stereo imaging on this.
I was torn from serenity and sleep and berated with sing-song sound. I saw one fly past my window, dropping poison broadcast to the ground. I was torn from serenity and sleep as the phone rang off the hook. I heard 1,000 screaming kids, but I was just too scared to look.
That section reminded me a little bit of, why can't I think of the name? Same As You Ever Were. Same As You Ever Were. Talking Heads, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Once in a lifetime. A little bit of Men at Work at this, too. You guys remember the band from Australia? What a great way to end the track. Speaking of which, funny enough, ending the track strictly just on the bass and the drums. One of the unique blends sometimes that you do with snare, it's a difficult balance. Depends on how you have your toms and other things mic'd. But I loved how this had the snare, had a stereo ambiance, and it seems to me, if I was engineering, that there's like a 57 over the head, and to pick up, still the impactful part, punchiness of the snare. But the engineer leaned a little bit more on the response from the overhead mics, and it sounded like it was in a very small room, and I love that. Maybe the bass player was the singer. Maybe the bass player was the producer. But I got to tell you, that's one of the very few songs that I've ever heard where the bass was that far up in your face. But I love what it gave the song as a complete mix. I didn't see it as a standout because somebody wanted to be, hey, what about me? I want to be up in the mix. But I do have to just kind of focus back in on the fact that it definitely, to me, had a lot of Police influence, in there. Once again, I think that could be because I just rinsed on some Muñada Gonzaga, God Bless You Gonzaga, from that album, Voices in My Head. So I detected some of that, but great track, man. Thanks, Lee. All right, refresh. Let's get another list in here of Wheel of Cheese. God, my system's moving like a glacier. I got to clean it out. All right, here we go. Okay. Continuing on. Guys ready? Is you ready? We be ready. We spin. Uh-oh. It looks like it might be, and it is Rotten Soundgarden. Rotten Soundgarden wants us to check out a band. Hey, Jeebs and the Kados. Chris wrote this song about their feelings when their mom died. This is a live vocal performance. This is for those we miss and the 30th anniversary of my dad's passing. There we go. Apparently this has a very powerful connection there. For those of us to remember the friends that have just passed or have passed in our lives, has made an impact, it looks like. So the name of the band is Christine and the Queens. And the name of the song is People I've Been Sad. I had to look at the way it was written there. All right, here we go.
It's true that people have been sad. People have been sad. It's true that people have been gone. People have been gone. It's true that people have been missing out. Have been missing out. Missing out for way too long. People have been gone. It's just that me, myself, and
I mean, I gotta mention how fat that bass is in stereo imaging. That's great. Oh, I love the interval. See if she does it again in the next turn. See if she does it again. There it is, yeah. You know the feeling, you know the feeling. Le chant est fier par le mal. Beautiful voice. Les sentiments qui pourtant comptent. Prise au piège de quelque chose de fort. Quelque chose de fort. Je n'ai décroché pour personne. Just bass traps, a little pad back there. Really leaning on the melody. Adolescence contrariée par un millier de chars de mort. Marcher pieds nus sur du fer et maintenant tout est plus fort. Adolescence contrariée par un millier de remords. I like to switch up in the bass. Now it's probably going to get real fat. T'es bien plus fort. Adolescence contrariée par un millier de chars de mort. Marcher pieds nus sur du fer et maintenant tout est plus fort. Adolescence contrariée par une solitude folle. Maintenant quand je suis dehors, le soleil me brûle. A little frou-frou there. Il est pas two-step back and forth there, and it keeps it mesmerizing. God, that bass.
Then you know the feeling, you know the feeling.
Oh, what a great track. Apparently, the feeling that we got there is one that pays tributes to people who passed away, as it was said earlier. The track, I guess, like somebody said, it's a one-man band, one-person band. So a very Violet Pony, if you would, in that capacity. If she's also the one who's programming and playing the keyboards and doing the engineering and everything. I love the emphasis on the bass. Once again, we've been very bass-soaked session so far. The beauty about the choice about having that super wide bass was the pocket that it creates for the tone of her voice. So the bottom is this really beautiful bottom end cradle, if you would, especially in a tempo like this, which is very just almost close to the heartbeat. I'm going to say this was about 87 beats per minute, something like that. And it was a very, like I said, it was traps, bass, and pads with some very abstract, wonderful background vocals. First time I've ever heard of the artist, so she definitely has skill set, but the melody stayed in a very hypnotic, range within her. Of course, we heard that one point when I pointed out that interval that she hits. Obviously she has that in there, but the song emotionally has that kind of hypnotic, reflective kind of vibe. I thought it was produced fantastic. I loved it. And then again, I did say that earlier. She did flip, if this was her doing the work, she did flip in and out of bass patches, which I thought was great. There was a section where when it got intimate, closed out a little bit, the bass was in there, but all of a sudden it was a mono bass and was very small. It was still there, but very small, and then blows it back out there. And then finally at the very end, beautiful ending. Pull all the percussion out, let it just glide with the pad, and then she had the last word there, the last melody, the last note. Thank you so much. That was a great track. I love that. Okay. You know what's so funny about that? You guys know what that melody is that I'm singing, right? So that's a Carl Stalling bit with Bugs Bunny. That is so funny that I did that. And it's now become a thing on TikTok where they green screened the rabbit, Bugs Bunny. And now every time something happens political or something, or they can't understand, they put that in there. It is such a... But what was funny is the very end of that, I forgot. For those of you who remember the Looney Tunes and stuff, at the very end, it's like, do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da. I'm sorry. Hey, my show, I get to freak out. I loved it, but I thought it was great. Now it's no, I do have a TikTok channel, but nobody wants to see an old man talk bubbles. The other TikTok channel I do have though is about the stuff I do at the nonprofit. So that's a fun one. If you guys have TikTok, it's called Zen Tour Guide. But you only see that little picture of me surfing. It's not about me in there. I'm just doing historical stuff about stuff that has to do with nature and cultural history and island history and whatever. Anyhow. All right, I refreshed the list. Let's get some more peeps in here. And are you guys ready? There we go. Who's up? Oh, it's Geoxor. Jack, are you in the house? Mom watching with you too? Let's see what Jack wants. Jack Zero wants us to check out. Let's go. Coming again with the newest Call of Duty Zombies. Okay. And we know, I could just tell by the thumbnail, we're in for some metal, it sounds like. Maybe some Genty? I don't know. But it's Call of Duty Zombies song from Kevin Sherwood. Got the talented Vicky Psarakis for the vocals on this track. All right, you guys know what we're talking about? Hey, Jack Zero, how are you? All right, Jack Zero, we are doing your track here on the Wheel of Cheese here on the Twitch. The name of the song is No One There by Kevin Sherwood featuring Vicky, I'm going to say this wrong, Psarakis, if that's right, from Call of Duty Zombies. Let's go. All right. Oh, you just know you're in for trouble when it starts like this. Yes, sir. Oh, this is badass.
Waking up to a voice in my sleep. They're screaming.
There's an octave dip in that arpeggiation with the bass. I love it.
Waking up isn't all that it seems when you don't
Oof.
know you're
What a voice.
dreaming. I'm holding a light in the dark. We collide and rip into a part of life. I want you to look into my heart and see what is happening.
Jeez. That was a hell of a pre-chorus. Who is this vocalist? She's got to be part of the band, right?
When will it end? The one I left behind. I wonder why your voices haunting me. I see
God, what percussive arrangements on this.
all the shadows keep pulling you back down. I'm holding a knife to your heart. You rip and tear into a part of me. I want you to look into the dark and see what is happening to me again. Why can't I hear you calling out? And it's not
Big fat background supporting her back there. They're pulled in the mix, but they're really thick.
I see you anywhere. When I feel you here, there's no one there. I look within, but there's no one there. I will
I'm
follow
hearing like a string arrangement of sorts in the back.
till the end of time.
It's there. Oh, that's nice.
No one's there.
Oh my gosh.
Broken fragments of a face. I'm trapped inside. I hear the voices screaming loud beyond the noise. Is anyone there? My eyes wide open. I can finally see it's happening to me again. And I know.
Oh, thank you for a breather, for God's sakes.
Calling out. Why am I so fucking paranoid? You could be anywhere. When I feel it, you're not there.
I'm dumbfounded by what I just heard. Forgive me because I'm not that well, even though I've been doing this for years. You don't know everybody. I've never heard such an incredibly impactful track such as that, and the crossover of everything from the darkest tones with the guitars and the arrangements. The rhythmical arrangements patterns on there were absolutely insane. I love they were going within a few bars. They would go between a cut time and a little bit of a very unique kind of step up. The arrangements, the guitar arrangements, and the riffage was lived in a kind of a universe in of itself without getting too far out there and kind of glowing in musicianship. But who in the is this vocalist? I just got through saying to you, Ado, without a doubt, full stop, is probably one of the most powerful female vocalists I've ever heard. You know, the artist from Japan. I got to tell you, I don't know who this young lady is, but she just like went up into that tier. And it's not because she can hit high notes. There's many artists that can do these very unique things. It's the dynamics in that performance that is absolutely mind-numbing. Of course, supported with incredible musicianship in the arrangement. Kevin Sherwood, I believe, was the name of the composer, the guitar player. We do have to go like this, though, to Mick Gordon, I think, if I say this with respect. In the sense that, you know, with Doom, how Mick brought in the sounds that he brought in, and it became kind of, we can do this with gaming music or something of that nature. Now, this was a song, though, so I do want to ask a quick question while we're on the subject matter. Was this a song that was in the game? Or is it a downloadable content, or is it something that plays at the end? Because it is a complete track, so I don't know quite where it fits in the what was it called, Call of Duty Zombies song, I guess. It says song, so I don't know if it's actually part of the game or comes with it when you buy it. Zombies is a mode in the game. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Listen. I'm so pumped that I had the opportunity to listen to this track. You know, the vocal performance, the arranging, and it wasn't. And that's another thing too. I'm just a real geeky engineer nerd. You know, audiophile style, and the management of all the tones there. There's a lot of distortion happening, not in the track in of itself, like clipping. But in the tones, the darker guitars, all the heaviness. I don't know if the guitars had a little help with maybe some synthy bite stabs at certain points. I don't know. I know that that's allowed, if you would, in this particular genre. But when I talk about the distortion, I talk about the distortion management between the tone in her voice and the distortion she gets there, and the distortion in the arrangements and stuff, and being able to make it discernible. So once again, big tip of the hat to the engineering and stuff. You know who I would love to get an opportunity for her? I don't know if she's done this or not, but there's that one vocal reactor, lovely young lady, opera singer, charismatic vocalist, maybe that's a charismatic vocalist or something like that. I'd love for her to take a swing at this. You know, it's just... charismatic voice. Thank you very much. Love for her to catch a left hook on this one, because that'd be great. God, thank you for bringing this in here, Geoxor. That was one hell of a freaking track, bro. All right, let's keep going. I'm cheesing on. Cheesing on. Okay, let me refresh the wheel. Okie dokie. Ready for some more cheesy whiz? How many of you guys are fans of the Cheese Whiz? I mean, come on. I used to get the bacon cheddar cheese with Ritz crackers. I mean, who is not a fan of the Cheese Whiz? Even though that is pure 100% toxic yuck. I don't care. I will die on the hill that no matter what everybody said was going to kill me, here I am at 65 and I ate every bit of toxic anything and everything you could have imagined, and I'm still alive. Hang on, I'm not mocking the people who look out after our health and stuff, but I got to tell you something before we roll on. So in the days when I used to get baked all the time, who didn't have a can of, the cheese and the Ritz-Carlton. I mean, the Ritz-Carlton. Oh, they're going to love that one for branding. And the Ritz. But I got to tell you, my favorite breakfast. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be all Jeff Spicoli. I pull a fatty before I'd end up going out surfing. And there was a little 7-Eleven store back in the day. And before I paddle out, I would get red hot pork skins, chocolate milk, and a chocodile. And there's no more chocodiles. They don't even make chocodiles anymore. You guys got to look this up. It's insane. Chocodiles were chocolate dipped Twinkies. So they were called chocodiles. That's the toxicity I would put into my system and digest. And I'm still here somehow. So to all those people saying, oh, if you eat these foods, you're going to die. Watch. The other shoe drops tomorrow. And I get sick, and now it's diagnosed that he ate chocodiles with red hot pork skins and chocolate milk for day after day before he went surfing. And look what happens if you eat this toxic stuff. I'm just saying. I digress. Let me refresh, and let's go for some more cheese. Here we go. All right. New wheel. You guys ready? You could be pretty right about that, Skipster. Here we go. Who do we got next? It looks like it's going to be Amalia. Let's see what Amalia would like. It looks like Amalia would like us to listen to, it's a game OST. Never heard of this. Maybe I have, because I've done so many, so you guys will straighten me out. Because, I am, like you say, kind of the old guy, and I do, forget my things. But this is from a game called Kaze no Notum, and the name of the song is Phantom. Let's go. Nice synthy pad opening. I always love that. It's very nostalgic for me. Oh, tricky engineering. Ooh. Yes, sir. In that segment or whatever. There's a lot of these little tidbits of answer backs that are kind of populating the zone. I just read your comment. Oh, Amalia Lex Pelosia. Thank you for that. That makes sense. Because it has that very airy kind of vibe to it in its production. Very floaty in the head, but now it makes sense to the artwork. I love that little sequence there, a little muted. lo-fi white noise percussive sound design in the back. It gets me, but sometimes it feels obnoxious. I don't know why. I'm just saying. Like, I get it. Why it's there. It's every now and then I'm like, oh. Alexia, thank you so much. That was such a chill track. That was the first track actually on our whole stream that was just kind of lay back and marinate and kind of chill a little bit in that capacity. But it was a moving track. So even though it had this ambient ethereal kind of undertone to it, the consistent, excuse me, I'm like this an old man fart burp bag of anything right now because that's what happens when you get this old. I feel like Jabba the Hutt right now. I'm like, someone's gonna freaking clip that. So even though this had in the inference of it being a floaty balloon, you know, hot air balloon kind of vibe, there was a lot of, you know, 8th notes and 16th notes that were kind of tick. So I'm assuming at this point, I don't know what the game is about or how it's played, but maybe there was something actionable in here other than just floating around. And I mean, I wouldn't know what obviously because I don't know the game, what the point of the game is, or if you're getting, you know, maybe the balloon touches clouds and you get points or something. I don't know. Hey, that would be kind of a cool, trippy game. All right. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, what the hell just happened? Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Abba the Hutt. Oh my God, Amon always comes in with it. Abba the Hutt. I might have to do a little bit of AI on that one, see if I can't get Abba the Hutt, Jabba the Hutt's body with my face on it. That is brilliant. That is fucking hilarious. Oh shit, Alma, that's good. All right, here we go. Let's spin some more Cheesy Wheezy. Okay, next up, let me refresh the list here. Excuse me, my system, like I said, is moving like a glacier. Hey, Blind Gentleman, how you doing? Welcome into the house. All right, we're just doing Wheel of Cheese, Blind Element, so if you get your song in there, let's see if we can't... you know, or Photoshop. Yes, I'm sorry, Photoshop. You know what's really funny about that, Lisa? I will say one thing. I just did something for the nonprofit where I said, well, I'm not going to use AI, so I pop it into Photoshop. But it's really unique because there are AI elements to, you know, healing, you know, the tools in Photoshop and stuff that like, you know, remove the background. I can't have these clouds in there that I lean on sometimes on that. So at some point, even in Photoshop, I use a little bit of that, you know. Can't seem to get away too far from it. Though conceptually, I can understand how to do it and highlight and cut and paste and copy and set layers and stuff. I just thought I'd answer that because that's always a fun conversation. All right, guys, let me do some more Cheesy Wheel. Won't you be my neighbor? All right, there's the refreshing. Uh-oh, Jakin said something. What did Jakin say with the asterisk? Okay, here we go. Artificial incompetence. AI is so overblown anyhow. It's more of a stock market juggernaut till the bubble blows. Local weirdo. All right, local weirdo, are you still here? Are you hanging out? Are you lurking? Because I know a lot of people like to lurk in the Abbacado show here. Don't say hi, don't say much, but I think you're fairly new here, local weirdo. I'm not too sure. I'm old. I didn't drink my dementia tea, and so if you're here, say hi. Local weirdo wants us to listen to. I know, so that's a good one, Senorita. Sock market. I'm such an idiot. All right, local weirdo wants us to listen to. Oh my God, my system's moving slow as shit. And we know shit is slow unless you're having a bad day. Oh, here we go. Got a metal track, and we got some more metal coming in the house, guys. Ooh, legacy metal band here. And even through my journey, one of my favorite metal bands that in my recollection of this era and how powerful they were. Guys, we're going to be listening to some White Zombie. He says this is one of his favorite zombie songs. Guys, we're going to be listening to Grease Paint and Monkey Brains. You guys ready for that? I don't think I've ever done White Zombie on the channel, oddly enough, because I always rely on, you know, suggestions and stuff. So let's do this. All right. Yes, I remember. I know, right, Lisa? 26 years ago. Oh, listen to bass. I love how the bass line's following the melody here. Great engineering on the drums, Jesus. I like the reverse use of probably a guitar part. Such a gnarly grind out track, man. God, I love the tone of his voice in here, man. Oh, what are they going into there? Another cut that we don't get to hear? Was that a fade in the album that probably led to another track or something, or a very just unique end? They started working at it and going, yeah, well, we don't have a way to finish this, so let's just play this out. What a great track. Yes, I did say Legacy. I don't know why it triggered that for me, but yeah, no, you're right. Legacy usually means 70s, 80s. But I did say it. I own it. The power of metal without being too much was all represented right there. Just the punch in the throat metal. I love the nature between the tone of his voice where he's singing like this, and they goes, wow, that just is just monster. However, the bass was gurgling. It had a blood running out of an open artery, gurgling, sick tone to it. I don't think I've ever described the bass like that ever. But the tone and the way it sounded was just insane. But on the other hand, too, there was this little intimacy on the kit that I love. That's why when I opened up, I said I love the engineering on the kit because it wasn't oversaturated with any kind of over-the-top ambience or room or overhead as much as just keeping the integrity in a small little tight room, it sounded like. But there were some noodling, if you would, arrangements with the guitars that were going back there. Some of that was reverse sounding. Some of it had some way in the back kind of melodic line work seemingly going on back there. That kept that kept my ear into in the mode that I'm in when I go do in my reactions. Great track. And a lot of people here were vibing on the fact that this was, to a lot of people that were here, their favorite track of White Zombie. I'm sorry, guys. I did take a special pill about 3 hours to settle down my chest because I thought I was getting sick. Maybe I'm getting a little hangover, kind of like a NyQuil-ish vibe here. Oh, what do you say we do some more cheese? I'm saying we continue to cheese it, is what I'm saying. White Zamboni. Come on, you got to tell me. Look, I played hockey for 20 years. There had to have been a Zamboni somewhere in the hockey world that was named White Zamboni. I mean, I got to find that out. Somebody do a Google search and see if that even existed. Whoops, what happens? Oh, my daughter is texting me. Of course, I got to take a quick second just to make sure that it's not emergency oriented here. Stand by. Want to make sure everything's good when I check it. Oh, diddle-doo. Okay, we're good. I just want to make sure, Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Let me refresh. Let's do some more cheese. Thank you, local weirdo. I appreciate you hanging out and chiming in. Here's new cheese listings. All right. Are we ready? Here we go. Uh-oh. Could it be the Kaz Master? Oh, I think he's just lurking in the background. Kaz, he may not be here. He's doing something. I think he said, oh, there he is. He is there. Why did I have the notion that you had maybe been lurking a little bit, that you were here, but you were kind of lurking? Doesn't matter. You're here with us right now, and we are going to be doing a song. It's a special song just for you by Tom Cardy. Tom Cardy. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is going to be a Rickroll track, but we're looking like Judgment Kazi's bringing in something a lot of people are stoked about. Look, woot, 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 yay. I don't know what this is about, but let's check out some Tom Cardy by Judgment Kazi. Let's go. Or I mean, Profile Judgment Kazi. What? Oh, shit.
You're a cunt.
Oh my God, bruh. That was Quado trying to fight for a voice in there. Tried to come out and bust through my gut. Almost made me, holy crap. 14 seconds. This is the shortest redeem ever. And that is actually hilarious. There's got to be a bazillion views of that, like in social media or TikTok or something. That is just epic. I don't know what to say of that. Except Judgment Kazi. You want to play that once again? Let's do that once again. Hang on. Here we go.
You're a cunt.
I can't. I'm gonna get a cough attack. God dang it, Casment. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just dying. That is just judgment. Thanks for hurting me, man. You hurt my lungs. You hurt my lungs. Judgment in for the big flex there. That was his redeem or his cheesy request. Oh my gosh. What's the real track? Are you talking about? Isn't that from Hollow Notes? What is your real request? That was the only thing. Is there something else in there? Okay, if you want to give me something else to play, send away. But I'm going to go ahead and just do one more wheel of cheese, and then we'll definitely get yours if you want me to listen to the real version of this. But let me cheese it first. Got to send it to me on Discord though, okay? All right, here we go. Here's a new cheesy. Oh, is it going to be Ginger? Oh, it's Ginger. What are the chances? Let's see what Ginger wants us to listen to. Did that great stream of him when we did that whole Monarch of Monsters full album review. And had a blast with that. I don't know if Violet Pony, I know a few of her fans found it on the algorithm. But let's see what Ginger wants us to check out. So Ginger wants us to check out. Let me see here. Oh, this seems like a pretty big switch up from the incredible, ginormous talent of Violet Pony. This is Lord Huron. The name of the song is Mine Forever. Let's go. God, I look at that thumbnail right there. I'm just like, you're a cunt. I love this.
If you ever wanna see my face again, I wanna know. If you ever get lonely, please let me know.
What a great track.
If you never wanna see my face again, I'll understand. If forever gets lonely,
A little bit of the vibe of the song No, I Don't Want to Fall in Love. I forgot the name of that artist. Just in the feeling of it. Chris Isaac, yes, we thank you. But this also has a little bit of a Doors vibe. Does it not?
if you're ever gonna leave this place, don't wait, it's time to go. If you really wanna stay, I'll go alone.
What the guitar is doing with this late strum cut.
If you tell me where to
noticed the knife in the guitar. A little bit of a Mamas and Papas vibe there too. String arrangement in the back as well. I was really just getting into the track. It's starting to fade on me. I'm like, bruh. Ginger, that was a killer track. And we know of you in the DJ world that you are. You have a very broad palette of likes and in genres and stuff. I really dug this track. I like the spaghetti western tones through it, the very 60s, Mamas and the Papas, the Doors kind of vibe in there. And I appreciate when artists pull. Us as music nerds, we recognize that. And I love it when artists go to a genre or a time period, more time period piece, right? It's so funny that we are that old. I made that comment earlier about zombies being, legacy, and it really, kind of spoke out of that circle there. They haven't been around that long compared to what is legacy in our discussion. But I love when I hear artists. When was this released? Let me take a quick check. 5 years ago. I love it when artists take that kind of jump and leap and pulling from that. So it's recognizable to us old farts. To a lot of the younger listener, this is like, wow, this is so cool. It's so new. And I'm okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that's great. But for somebody like me, I say, hey, I see you. You know how you're pulling from here and there, and it sounds fantastic. And they do a great job. And then, of course, they put in the contemporary engineering and musicianship as well. Bravo. Thanks, Ginger. Did I cut it early? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Oh, I suck. No, I didn't. Wait a minute. I didn't cut it early. It went all the way to the very end. Did it not? Sorry. Oh, do I suck? I just totally ruined the vibe. Because it said the end. Ugh. Oh my God, I just screwed the vibe up.
Je te laisserai dans la lumière déclinante. Puisses-tu vivre jusqu'à ta mort. Je te verrai dans une autre vie. Je te verrai dans une
Oh well, sorry about that, Ginger, for blowing that like that. Not my intention there. Anyhow, so yeah, I said what I said already, and I thought it was a great track, and I love it. I'm sorry, I fully vibe killed that. I didn't know. It said the end. I'm Bobo that way. Okay, I gotta hurry up and drop this in here. This is Judgment Kazi's redeem of the deem that he redeemed with that short where it said that one word that's gonna get me kicked off at Twitch because of the TOS. So we're gonna have to toss off my future because of that other thing that Kazman put in there because I said what it said. So did I say toss off? Oh shit. I'm just gonna go. This is great. So apparently this is called Course K Geomon. Wake up, let's go to work song, man. Get that blood pumping. Go with the jungle traps. That is such a rave tone in the back, isn't it? I guess this would be called Rave Jungle, wouldn't it? There's the jungle traps right there. Or is that D&B? I get them both confused always. Happy hardcore. I'll take that. Oh, well, I guess that's why it's called Hardcore Tonic. Be a great track for some kind of a driving game. Composers, oh, are we getting a legit fade? I'm afraid to stop early now because banging hardcore track there. So hardcore, as I'm learning, could be a combo of the jungle beats, the rave sounds and stuff like that. Very EDM, very electronic, and comboing probably some of the more aggressive synth tones that I know from that whole disco, house, rave just electrocore, if you would. But this is just a really fun kind of a session. I would think that there's a lot of layers going there, where it's just coming in, taking your time, rinsing it, establish, pull it out, go in, pull it out, go in, you know, in kind of an Elder Fans kind of way. And so that being said, just a full, it definitely came off as a full driving kind of vibe for me. Just very fast, very just like powerful, very like, go get 'em. You know, wake up in the morning kind of a thing. Whoops, hang on for a second. Okay. All right, guys, I'm at my end here. 2 hours. I have one more wheel of cheese, and then I'm done for tonight. So I'm refreshing our list. I know. I said that to somebody the other day. They said, somebody was going, George, there's some weird people out there, you know. If you go on OnlyFans and and I said, no. I said, maybe if they have Elder Fans, but not OnlyFans. That's a very bad joke. That's very poor taste. I'm just saying. All right, let me refresh everything. And, but I have tendency to say things in poor taste, as if you guys haven't already. Rusty Fans, that's good. I like that too. All right, one more wheel of cheese. Everybody, you know, this is the last one here, guys. And then I'm going to dip out. Let me refresh the wheel. Wheel is refreshed. Are you guys ready for the final wheel of cheese? Quado fans. Only bands. Only folds. Oh my goodness. Oldie mans. Oh, look, you guys are coming up. That's some great ones. Oldie mans. Oh my God. Only Cados. Woo! Cut it loose on you guys and look what happens. That's so funny. Moldy Cados. Oh, bruh. That's if you just go in like full commando and don't shower for a while. Anyhow, okay, we're done. We're done. All right, let me refresh. Are you guys ready for our last spin? Holy farts, Jesus. Must spin cheese. Oh my God, that's horrible. Who's up next? It looks like Sage from Space wins the last wheel of cheese for our journey tonight. Let's see what Sage from Space wants. So, The Shadow dropped the album last month, and it's a banger end to end. Truly an album experience in 2026. Who would believe it? The name of the band is Enter Shikari, if I'm saying that right. And the name of the song is Shipwrecked. And this is Sage from Space. This is our final wheel of cheese winner. Let's nerd out to this together, guys. Let's see what this is all about. All right.
Different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story.
Wow, I'm really digging this.
With animals, fighting for ourselves, all the boys and girls. We don't hesitate, we just dominate. Damages our minds, and now we think we're savages. This is what we're told, it's a stranglehold, it's a lie.
Wow, what a creative production on here. Super hybrid and powerful.
Look me in the eye. Oh, how I long for a different story. From the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story.
How good.
Will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Shipwrecked. Will we ever get back alive?
I like this. Will we ever get off this island?
By the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island?
It's big focus on the hybrid EDM type work, but they get the metal like hiding back there. Just as I said it, there it is.
Oh, how I long for a different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story. Will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island?
Has a spiritual connotation to the lyrics, I do say.
Back alive. Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island?
Well, obviously the island there in the water sounds is, they're thinking of an island. I didn't know if there was kind of some spiritual undertone there, because, you hear the grace of God. What a great track to actually end this stream with. I loved how large and powerful and kind of glorious everything was from the very beginning. Everything was just fat and large and powerful and thick in harmonies and stuff. Very catchy melody. Da 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 da. Or I can't fucking da 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 da. It's ringing in my head. And I also the second I said, God, I'm hearing like they're trying to jump out a little bit of a metal ahead of it, but a lot of it was programming synths and stuff like that, and MIDI and stuff going on, and I just felt like it was like just knocking at the door going, hello, we're a metal band. We're just back in here. Mr. Engineer Producer, I know you're using some of our elements right now, but we'd like to bust balls if you don't mind. And then just as I got through saying that, they came out and they did such. So thank you so much for dropping that song in on us. I want to thank everybody so much for coming by on my first kind of I'm back, if you would, after the Redeems. So thank you so much. If Turnip is hanging back there, thank you so much. Any one of the mods that might be hanging back there, thank you so much for keeping an eye on me. I love our little community. It's nice and compact, That's why I love it. Always under 100 people. It's like I'm not about blowing up. I'm just about what our community is about. Great to have all of you in here like usual. This weekend, I don't know. I'm still in the mode of taking care of my parents, even though they say they don't need to be taken care of. When I have a couple days off, I have tendency to go over there, weed whacking, cleaning, what I can, and being a part of, also spending time with them. They're in their late 80s, right? And they're both still alive. And so I grasp on to the moment when I can have some quality time with them. So I don't know if I'm coming back at all this weekend. But, like usual, if you're in the Discord, I send out a message to do that. And yes, weed whacking is what I'm talking about. And so just keep an eye on your Discord. Outside of that, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to hit the switch. It'll go live on Twitch channel, and I should have this up on YouTube in the next couple days. And that's it. You guys have a great, great, great weekend. For those of you from Australia, you're already into your Saturday. But for those of us, it's a happy Aloha Friday. I know for some of you, it's just almost 12 o'clock at night. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll see you when I see you. All right. Oh, shit. I didn't hit the button.